Do you believe your dog knows how to swim, loves cuddles, and does everything out of love for you? Now, imagine holding your pup tight. But instead of happiness, they're turning their head away, licking their lips, and stiffening up with stress. Could it be that what we think is good for them is actually scaring them, hurting them, even putting their lives at risk? In this video, I'll uncover 8 myths most dog owners believe to be true, but are secretly harming their beloved pets. If you truly love your dog and want to understand their behavior and emotions the right way, this is one video you simply can't miss. Let's start with something that sounds harmless, but holds unexpected danger. Do you believe all dogs can swim? Sounds logical, right? 4 strong legs, survival instincts. It makes sense to assume they'd naturally know how to paddle. But in reality, not all dogs are built for swimming. Breeds like bulldogs, pugs, and dachshunds, with heavy bodies, short legs, and barrel-shaped chests, don't stay afloat as easily as you might think. I once heard a story. A family brought their bulldog to a lake for a picnic. They let him into the water without a second thought, and within seconds, he started sinking. The only thing they remembered was the sound of frantic splashing, not because he didn't want to swim, but because his body just couldn't handle it. If your dog isn't naturally a strong swimmer, don't assume instinct will save them. Instead, get them a cute little life jacket. Let them get used to the water slowly, in shallow areas, with you by their side. Because not every dog is born an athlete, and real love is about protection, not putting them to the test. You've probably seen your dog lick a wound before, right? And maybe someone told you, let them lick it. Dog saliva heals. But if that were true, vets would be out of a job by now. The truth is, dog saliva has only mild antibacterial properties. Very mild. What's more worrying is that constant licking gives bacteria from the outside a way back in. It slows healing and can even cause infections or open sores. Ever seen a dog lick so much they scrape their own skin? They don't know when to stop. That's why vets recommend protective collars or wrapping the wound. Love doesn't mean letting instinct take over. It means guiding and protecting them from harming themselves. Ever felt annoyed when your dog growls? Maybe you scolded them, yelled, or stopped them because you thought it was bad behavior. But growling isn't bad. It's communication. It's a soft whisper from a scared, uneasy creature begging you to understand. Growling is a warning, not a threat. It says, I'm not okay. Please give me space. But if you keep punishing it, your dog learns one thing. Stop warning. Just bite. And at that point, you lose your one chance to prevent something worse. Loving a dog means letting them speak. And if you really care, don't silence the growl. Listen before it's too late. You probably think giving your dog a bone is a loving gesture, right? A traditional treat, tasty and instinctual. But bones, especially cooked ones, can be silent killers. They can crack teeth, tear the esophagus, or even puncture the intestines. I once got a message from a friend late at night. My dog just had emergency surgery after swallowing a chicken bone. The vet said if we waited an hour longer, he wouldn't have made it. It sounds extreme, but it happens more often than you'd think. And the most painful part? It came from an act of love. Replace bones with safe chew alternatives, splinter-free treats, durable rubber toys, or vet-approved snacks. Sometimes, loving your dog isn't about what you give. It's about knowing what not to give. You see your dog wag their tail and you smile, right? We tend to assume wagging means happiness. But to dogs, tails aren't a one-emotion signal. They wag when they're stressed, scared, or getting defensive. A low, stiff, fast wag doesn't mean joy. It might be a warning. This is easy to misread, especially for kids or strangers who get too close. I once saw a little girl get bitten after patting a wagging dog's head, because everyone thought it was happy. If you really want to understand your dog's feelings, don't just look at the tail. Watch their eyes, ears, breathing, and teach your household how to approach dogs respectfully. Reading a tale correctly could save you a lot of unnecessary tears. Have you ever seen your dog stare into a corner and bark nonstop? Some people joke, maybe they saw a ghost. Funny, maybe. But the behavior is serious and worth noticing. Dogs have incredible hearing and smell, and when they bark at nothing, they're trying to tell you something. It could be bugs in the wall, a gas smell, or just something making them feel unsafe. Don't laugh it off. What you call weird might be their only way of warning you about the environment. Next time your dog barks into a dark corner, don't joke about ghosts. Check it out. They might just save you from something you didn't even know was there. Then there are those quiet moments. You're watching TV, and your dog gently leans their whole body against your leg. Your heart melts. They love me so much, you think. And often, yes, it's a sign of love and trust, but not always. Dogs also lean when they're anxious, when they need comfort, or when their emotions are too big to handle alone. Some lean for attention, some for control over space. Every dog is different, and every lean carries its own message. Animal behaviorists say the best way to understand a lean is to observe the whole body and situation. Are they panting, trembling, ears back? That might be anxiety. Are they calm, eyes closed, breathing slow? That's comfort. Leaning isn't simple. It's a silent conversation between you and a furry heart with few words. If you learn to listen through gentle observation, you'll understand your pup so much better. Sometimes, that lean is more than affection. It's a quiet whisper. Please, stay with me a little longer. Now you know. Not everything you believe is good for your dog is actually safe. From swimming myths to that loving lean, from so-called treats to misunderstood growls, these are messages we can't afford to miss. Loving a dog isn't just about feeding, playing, or cuddling. Loving a dog means hearing what isn't said and still understanding. If this video made you think differently about your dog, leave a comment and tell me about a special moment between you two. And if you found this helpful, share it with fellow dog lovers so that every pup can be better understood, better loved, and live a happier life. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button because there's still so much more to discover in the world of furry hearts waiting for you and me.